Good morning, everybody. It's Monday, April 6th, 2020. I'm Stephanie Haney here for 3 News. This is your morning update today with COVID-19 coronavirus updates related to how the virus is impacting us here in Ohio and also on a national level. As we do each weekday, we'll start by giving you the most updated numbers from the latest Ohio Department of Health update. Those come out at 2 p.m. every day. So the numbers as they currently stand here in the state of Ohio are this. We have 4,043 confirmed cases of COVID-19 coronavirus. Now keep in mind, Ohio Department of Health Director Dr. Amy Acton has said that these numbers are not indicative of the total number of cases in Ohio because testing is not widespread. They are still reserving testing for the people who need it the most. Many cases that might mean if it's going to cause a change in medical treatment or other things like that. So many people are not being tested. Many people are just at home dealing with their COVID-19 coronavirus symptoms. So as of right now, we have 4,043 confirmed COVID-19 corona cases here in Ohio. There are now 1,104 people hospitalized, and that includes 346 people in the intensive care unit. And the deaths are now at 119 confirmed deaths related to COVID-19 coronavirus here in the state of Ohio. People who have tested positive so far range in age from less than 1 year old to 101 years old. And the median age for people who are testing positive is 53, with a relatively even split between males and females, 48% male and 52% female at this time. One person who has recently died related from COVID-19 coronavirus, you may recognize her, remember her from the movie Jaws. Lee Fierro, who is in Ohio, who passed away here in Ohio. She played Mrs. Kintner in the Jaws movie. She passed away on Sunday, yesterday, from COVID-19. Her character was most famously known in the film for slapping Chief Brody in the movie. So you may remember her from there. She did pass away this weekend. And of course, our hearts go out to the family members and loved ones of all of the 119 people who have passed from COVID-19 coronavirus here in Ohio, and of course, across the country. Here in Ohio, lots of companies are stepping up to make a difference in this time where everybody could really use a little bit of help. One of those companies is Cleveland-based Sherwin-Williams, who we all know as the painting company, but they will now begin making hand sanitizer. And they are also donating 250,000 masks, gloves, and lab coats to the places that need it most, our frontline workers, our medical responders, and healthcare workers. They've also made a $100,000 donation to the Cleveland Rapid Response Fund. The fund, according to the organization, is designed to complement the work of public health officials and expand local capacity to address all aspects of the outbreak as efficiently as possible. There are other businesses as well who are making hand sanitizer here in Ohio. Those include Gervasi Vineyard in Canton and Western Reserve Distillers in Lakewood, just to name a couple of those. Looking at this at a national level, the United States is projected to hit the height of its medical needs related to COVID-19 coronavirus in mid-April. Now, this is on a national basis. This is according to research done by the Institute for Health Metrics and Evaluation Project. So that peak is expected, the peak in the need for beds and ventilators, now this is on a national level, to peak in mid-April. Here in Ohio, the Cleveland Clinic's research has shown that we are projecting a mid-May to mid-June peak for our needs related to those things related to COVID-19 coronavirus here in the state of Ohio specifically. So keep that in mind. That research is on a national level, and that might be a little bit different state by state and here in Ohio specifically. Other dates that have been other dates that have been mentioned. Dr. Amy Acton, for one, has mentioned that it's possible that we could peak around May 5th. So different models projecting different things there, but this may give us some kind of idea of what to anticipate here in Ohio and on a national level. Also, gas stations are stepping up to help frontline workers and first responders. Some gas stations across the country are offering as much as 50 cents off per gallon of gas to first responders and healthcare workers. BP will give everyone who can identify themselves as a medical or healthcare worker 50 cents off now through April 30th. Amoco is another company that's offering a discount on gas prices for those essential workers. Gas prices around the country have dropped significantly, and in many parts of the country, gas is as cheap as $1 a gallon right now. And this comes as people are largely under stay-at-home orders and being ordered not to do anything that's not essential. So of course, not necessarily needing gas as much, but for those essential workers that are still going to work every day, this is definitely a benefit that they could certainly use and I'm sure appreciate. This has been your 11 a.m. update related to COVID-19 coronavirus here in the state of Ohio. We'll be back at 2 p.m. as those Ohio Department of Health numbers come out to share those with you. And then as we move into the latest press conference with Governor Mike DeWine and Ohio Health Director Dr. Amy Acton, as well as Lieutenant Governor John Husted. We'll see you then.